Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Google has secretly dropped one of the most performant model out there. So much so that this model has even beaten GPT-4o, which is at the moment world's number one language model. In this video, I am going to show you the capabilities of this new Gemini 1.5 Pro experimental model, and then we will test it out on various benchmarks. Before I do that, let me give you a bit more information which is available at the moment across internet. There is not much, but I will try to give you all the facts which I have handy at the moment. So just few hours ago, Google has dropped this Gemini 1.5 Pro experimental with code name 0801, a large language model that has already topped the LMSIS leaderboard. If you go to LMSIS leaderboard, you will see that this model is at the top, number 1, and number 2 is GPT-4o 2024, then GPT-4o Mini, Claude 3.5 Sonnet, Gemini Advanced, Meta Llama 3.1 405 billion. So this new Google's model has even beaten Llama 405 model. Plus there are already very mega names there which have been beaten by a wide margin by this model. And LM is one of the reputable benchmark or leaderboard out there. It is a crowdsourced open platform for LLM evaluations. In this benchmark or leaderboard, they have collected over 1 million human pairwise comparisons to rank LLMs with Bradley Terry model and display the model ratings in ELO scale. I already have done a video on what this benchmark is, so if you're interested, please search the channel. Coming back to this new model, it has scored 1300, surpassing models like GPT-4o with 1286 and Claude 3.5 Sonnet with 1271 score. This model has gained strong community approval too, reflected in its more than 12,000 votes on that leaderboard, by the way. If you look at its architecture, which is available across internet, bits and pieces, and I have collated it, Gemini 1.5 Pro uses a mixture of expert architecture that efficiently distributes tasks across specialized subnetworks, enabling the model to handle complex tasks more effectively. Its context window of 2 million tokens enables it to process extensive information, which has surpassed GPT-4's 32,000 token capacity. So let it sink in a bit. This new model has context window of 2 million tokens. Context window means that this is the amount of tokens or text a model can handle at one time. It is sort of a spotlight which model throws on the input data. Also, multilingual and technical proficiency of this model is really exceptional. This model excels in multilingual tasks, ranking first in languages such as Chinese, Japanese, German, and Russian, and also various other languages. It has a very strong math understanding, and we will also test it out. Instruction following is supreme. Coding, it ranks very high, and in English proficiency, it is matchless. Now let's test this Gemini 1.5 Pro through Google AI Studio, and you can also use Gemini API if you like. It integrates easily into applications via platforms like AI Studio and Vertex AI, and its multimodal capabilities allow it to process text, image, video, making it adaptable for various data types and applications. So enough talk. Now let's try to see how can we use the model. So go to aistudio.google.com and I will drop the link in video's description. Sign up with your Google account. You can use it for free for the moment. And then on the top right, you can see this drop down. Just select this Gemini 1.5 Pro experimental. And from there, let's try to ask it few questions. So first I'm going to ask it a crossword puzzle. I'm asking it, solve the following crossword puzzle clue. And then I am just giving it a clue that a cross flower, that is also a girl's name, 5 letter, and this is given letters, and I have also given it a hint here. So let me run it. Let's wait for it to come back. Viola, how good is that? And what is that? You see, it is also telling you that if it's a safe content or not. So it says that harassment low. Awesome. Let's ask it another crossword puzzle. So I'm asking it down form of Japanese poetry, and then given letters are these, and I have also given it the type of this answer is a type of poetry that emphasizes nature and simplicity. Let's run it. It is haiku. There you go. The model is very intelligent. Let's try to ask it some of the English questions. So first one, I'm asking it write 10 sentences ending with the word beauty. Let's see what model does here. Let me press run. So you see, interestingly enough, model hasn't been able to do it properly. GPT-4o did it all perfectly well. Even Llama 405 and Llama 3.1 70 billion was fine. You see, not all the sentences are ending in the word beauty. So, for example, this third one is ending in moment, appearance, mind. So it has a 50-50 performances there. Interesting. Okay, maybe I'll just ask the model again. You didn't do it right. Not all the sentences are ending in word beauty. Okay, enter doesn't work. You have to press this run here. Let's see. Nope, still not. So you see, most of the models fail this, but GPT-4o was able to do it nicely. Okay, let's try out another one. Let's try the general knowledge. I'm asking it, what is the chemical symbol for silver? That is correct. And now let me ask it a logical question. So I'm asking it a bat and a ball together cost $1.10. The bat cost $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? Let's see what model does. And there you go. Model has reduced it perfectly well. The answer is 5 cents. Okay, let's try out another one. I'm asking it write me a research paper abstract on dataset preparation, and then for an AI model come up with some new idea. Let's see what it does. And look at the abstract, really amazing stuff. It has gone with some new approach called as contextual data augmentation. And if you read through the language of this paper, it is very formal. It looks like a real research paper. I think I should just send it to archive. You see semantic enrichment, structural perturbation, amazing stuff. Okay, let's try out a math one. So I'm just giving it an equation. The correct answer is 20. Let's see what model does. And you can see that it has followed this rule of PEMDAS or BODMAS. This is correct. And the answer is also fine. Let's try out its multilingual um, capabilities. So in this one, I am asking it, a Spanish speaking customer, Carlos, is visiting a Japanese restaurant in the US. He asks the waiter something in Spanish, what do you recommend? The waiter, who is familiar with Spanish, recommends the sushi combo and says it's very popular among our Hispanic customers. Carlos replies, that great, I would like to try the sushi with a touch of wasabi. How would you, as a waiter, respond to Carlos, taking into account cultural nuances and language differences? So let me remove this hint for the model. Let's try to make it a bit more harder, and let me run it. Now, what this prompt is doing, it is also requiring the model to understand Spanish, Japanese culture, and American culture nuances, as well as respond appropriately in English or Spanish. And you can see that the answer is amazing. So if I just go above, it says option one is enthusiastic and accommodating. So the in this the tone is very enthusiastic. There is option 2 where it is going with acknowledging his preference and offering additional information. There you go. And then option 3 is simple and polite. And why these options will work? They're all in Spanish. They show enthusiasm, additional assistance, respectful of cultural differences. And now let's check out its coding capabilities. So in this prompt, I'm simply giving it a SQL query which is correct, but it is suboptimal, and I am asking the model to optimize this SQL query. Let's see what model does. And there you go. So model has optimized the query, and then it is explaining the changes and optimization. Amazing stuff. And by the way, if you look at your right, you can see I already have consumed around 2500 tokens out of around I guess these many tokens. Okay, so let's try out another coding question. In this one, I am asking you to fix the issue in this C++ code snippet. So let me run it. There you go. So the model has very correctly identified the object, the bug in it, and it has corrected it. And then it is giving us the explanation plus the synopsis and why these changes are necessary. So coding, I think coding has become so easier for these models. Almost every model gets it very right. Also, you can get the code on the top right to be used in your API if you like. And from the left hand side on the top, you can get your API key. And now let's check its multimodal capabilities. Click on plus sign in the prompt section. You can upload an image from your local system. Let me quickly do that. I'm just going to grab some of the images from my local system. Okay, so I have just given it this image here, and this is I really like that it has given us at the top a section to type the prompt instead of just finding where to type it. I'll just say how many how many living things are in this image. Let's make it harder because it's a number one model after all. Let's see. Kangaroos 3, yep. Birds appeared. There are 12 birds flying in the sky. There are 15 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. Yeah, there are 4 to 15. But at least it has found the 15 living thing. Let me ask it, don't you think tree is a living thing? There you go. So it has corrected itself. Okay, so image is okay. Let's see if I could find anything for OCR. So we'll check that if OCR is good enough. Okay, I found something. What is written in this image? Now you see, not only English is there, but also I have some alphanumeric characters, some other German and other languages. There you go. Yep, there's a pangram, and it has gone in amazing stuff. You see, it has found German, French, Italian, Spanish, and then uh, it has perfectly described them. Maybe I'll ask it, can you just extract the text instead of explaining from image? Let's see if it can do that or not. And there you go. So OCR is okay, I would say, because you see there is this after 78 there is this lazy. So if I go down, so there is no lazy here, so it missed that lazy word in the angular brackets, and then there are few other mistakes. But it has done a passable job there, I would say, for OCR. You can even go with the video. I don't see any option of uploading video, but there is a sample video here. Let's check the sample video, and I think I might have to um, switch it off the sound, but maybe I'll go with the smaller Sherlock one. And you can select a video. I already selected it. Add to the prompt. It is extracting it. I think it is doing it frame by frame. Who is the character in this video? And then you can run it. Let's wait for it. And there you go. So it has identified the character. Someone Buster Keaton, a famous silent film actor and comedian known for his deadpan expression. Cool. And you see, my token count has jumped closer to 200,000 just by using the images and videos. But anyway, I would say that all in all, a real good addition to the models. Um, I think I'm not sure about LMS's leaderboard, but still, I think GPT-4o and this seem neck to neck. And the test which I have done, I would still give GPT-4o a little bit more edge in terms of quality or accuracy of the responses, but this model is not far behind and still it is experimental. So really good effort, good to have more and more options out there. As I said, I will drop the link to it in video's description. Play around with it, let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.